So in previous example, we had seen construction of KD tree, a balanced KD tree, in which the points were present only inside the leaf nodes. Now there is a variation in the construction of KD tree, in which the points can be stored in leaf nodes as well as in internal nodes. So basically we can construct KD tree using these two variants. So let us see how to construct a KD tree in which the points can be stored inside internal nodes also. So we'll take the same example of data set. So these are the points given, and here we assume that k is equal to 2. That is, we'll be working in a two-dimensional space. Hence, every point is represented in terms of its x and y coordinate. Now the remaining procedure for construction of KD tree is going to be same. So what we do is we partition the space on the basis of one of the coordinates. So let us first partition the space on the basis of x coordinate followed by y coordinate, again x, y. In same way we will continue until we reach single points. So for splitting or partitioning the space on the basis of x coordinate, first we have to identify the median. So let us first sort this list. After sorting on the basis of x coordinates, we get this modified list, and the median that we have is 5, 3. As you can see in the figure, 5, 3 becomes the root of this KD tree. After identification of median and after splitting on the basis of x coordinate, now we have two parts. Left part contains some points and the right part of 5, 3 contains few points. So let us now split these left and right parts, but this time on the basis of y coordinate. So let us now sort the left and right separately on the basis of y. After sorting on the basis of y coordinate, we get 1, 5, 3, 6, 4, 8 and 2, 9. Similarly here we get 7, 1, 6, 2, 8, 4 and 9, 5. Now next thing we have to do is identify the median. Now here we are having total 4 points. So basically there are 2 points in the median, 3, 6 and 4, 8. So we can select any one. So let us select the first one. Similarly here we will select 6, 2. So the left child of 5, 3 will be 3, 6 and the right child will be 6, 2. As you can see here. Okay, now after splitting on the basis of y coordinate, let us continue one level down the tree and split on the basis of x coordinate. The left and right part of 3, 6 and left and right part of 6, 2. To the left of 3, 6 we are having only 1.15. Similarly, to the left of 6, 2 we are having only 1 point, that is 7, 7, 1. So they will be directly added, as you can see in the tree. 1, 5 and 7, 1 will be directly added to the tree. Next, to the right of 3, 6 we are having 4, 8 and 2, 9. So because we are one level down the tree, now we have to sort or we have to split on the basis of x coordinate. So these 2 points will be sorted on the basis of their x value. Similarly, these 2 points will be sorted on the basis of their x value. After sorting, we'll get 2948 and 8495. So as you can see, we get 2948 here and 8495 here. And now we have to identify the median. The median will be 29 and here the median will be 84. So 29 will become the right child of 3, 6. 84 becomes the right child of 6, 2. As you can see in the figure, 29 and 84. Now the point that remain are 4, 8. So 4, 8 is a single point to the right of 2, 9 and 9, 5 is a single point to the right of 8, 4. So they directly get added to the tree. As you can see, 2, 9's right will be 4, 8 and 8, 4's right will be 9, 5. This is how we construct the tree. So this is the actual way in which we are going to represent the tree, in which if we consider the internal nodes, inside internal nodes we will only represent the partitioning dimension, whether it's vertical or horizontal. Again remember, vertical is x coordinate, horizontal is y coordinate. The only difference in the representation is for internal nodes only, like you can see that the leaf node representation remains same. But for internal nodes, inside the node we will represent the direction of cut and we will write down the point values outside. So that is the only change that we have to do. So this is the actual KDT tree representation that we'll be showing. Okay. Now this is the corresponding space partition. So we already know how to construct this. So the first will be 5, 3 vertical, as you can see. Then we have 3, 6 and 6, 2 horizontal. So we'll be having 3, 6 and 6, 2 horizontal. Then we have 2, 9 vertical. But note that it is to the right of 3, 6, means it will be above 3, 6 because it's a horizontal partitioning. So we'll have 2, 9 above 3, 6. Similarly here 8, 4 will be above 6, 2 and it will be vertical. So here we have 8, 4. This is how we construct the space partitioning diagram. Next we have one more example for number of dimensions, that is k equal to 3. So here we'll be partitioning alternately using x, y and z. So we'll be cycling between x, y, z coordinates for partition operation. So let us first split on the basis of x. So we sort this list of points on the basis of their x values and the median that we get is 711. So this 711 becomes the root. Then next we split horizontally, that is on the basis of y, the left and right parts of this 711. So after sorting this left and right part, we get this sorted list on both the sides, and then 652 becomes the next median and here 736 becomes the next. So you can see in the tree, left of 711 is 652 and right is 736. Okay, now we continue down by one level and now we'll be sorting on the basis of z coordinate. So we'll be partitioning on the basis of z coordinate. So sort these left and right on the basis of their z, and after sorting we get the next median that we get is 214 and here we get 286. Okay, how did we get 214 is we sorted these three on the basis of their z value. So first we have 141, then 214 and 628. So 214 becomes the middle, that is median. Similarly, if we find out the median for remaining values, now if, for example, if the z values are same, like here we have same value for z, so you may sort on the basis of x and y. So there is no as such rule, but what we can do is we will sort on the basis of y and then on the basis of x. This can be done. Okay, so after partitioning repeatedly using x, y and z, finally this tree gets constructed. So as I told you in the previous example, this is how you will be showing the final tree. The only change you have to do is for the internal nodes here, you will show the cut direction and you will write the values outside the node. Remaining procedure is same. Okay.